everyone. So today we are gonna solve this question of Coding Ninjas Code Studio. The question heading is search in rotated sorted array. So let's first read the question and understand what it's saying. It says you have been given an sorted array list array consisting of n elements. You're also given an integer k. Now the array is rotated at some pivot point unknown to you. For example, if array is 1 3 5 7 8, then after rotating array at index 3, the array will be 7 8 1 3 5. Now your task is to find the index at which k is present in array. So the kth element will be given for us. Let's just look after an example. What it says input array is equal to 12 15 18 2 4, k is equal to 2. We have to find 2 in this rotated sorted array, and we have to return its index. So the index will be 0 1 2 3, so the answer will be 3. So first we will understand it through a diagram. I have made a diagram for you. Yeah, how a rotated sorted array looks like. It's like there was some other example, but here I have taken an example of, like, we have been given an array 7 comma 9 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3, and I have already explained it here in the form of graph. So here you can see the trend of the graph, that how it has declined suddenly. So one thing you will notice is that all the elements on this line are smaller than the elements on this line. Why? Because we have been given in the question that it is a rotated sorted array. Because it is a sorted array, so none of the element on this line could be greater than this line. That's the one thing that we have to keep in mind while solving this problem. So how we are gonna approach this problem? As we all know, we have to find an element, so we'll go through binary search only. But how? So first thing we will do is we will find a pivot element. What's the pivot element? Pivot element can be 9 or pivot element can be 1. Why? Because you can see at these two positions only the trend of the graph is changing drastically. You know, after 9 there is a drastic change and it just goes down to 1, or you can say before 1 it suddenly gets higher to 9. So we are going if we will find one pivot element, then it will be easy for us to find out the kth element which will be given in the question. For example, if I have been given that k is equal to 2 and I have to find the index of 2, what I'll do, if I'll find that okay, 1 is the index number, 1 is our pivot element. So what I'll do is I'll just compare that kth element. If kth element is greater than equal to pivot element, and kth element is less than equal to n minus 1 element, so if the condition will be true, then I will surely know that the element is present on this line only. And here I can see there is a single trend of increasing order, so I can apply the binary search. Or if the condition fails, then I'll know that the element is present on this line and can apply the binary search on this line. So firstly we will find the pivot element, and how we are gonna do it, let's just see. So here I will be declaring a end function pivot element. I'll just use the vector array. The number of elements, what I'll do is, using binary search only, I'm gonna do this. I'll just apply the binary search while s is less than e. So let's just understand that what is this condition, why I have done this. So firstly look into it. I have done array of mid is greater than array of 0. What does that mean? You can see here, if the mid element is present here, and if the condition is true, that means the element is here only, because if the element is present on this line, then it can't be greater than the zeroth element. As I've said earlier, only it is a rotated sorted array, then the every element on this line will be smaller than the first index element, like 0th index element, like 7. So every element on this line will be smaller than this only. So what I have written is, if array of mid is greater than array of 0, if array of mid is greater than 0, that means the element is present on this line. So what I have to do is, I will just get my start variable to mid plus 1, so that, because I have to find this, I have to find this position. That's what I have done here. I'll just put greater than equal to. And what's the else part? Else part means that the array of mid element, suppose it was 2, is less than array of 0. That means my mid element is present here and I have to go to this position. What I'll do is, I'll just get my end variable to this position. Alright, so else, in my else part, e is equal to mid. Why I have not done mid minus 1? Let's just understand here. I have not done mid minus 1 because it could be possible that my mid element is 1 only, and if I'll do mid minus 1, so it will just jump to 9 position, and then I have to find in this on this line. But I know that my pivot element is 1, so that's why I have not entered mid minus 1. And after coming out of the loop, I'll just return s. So the pivot element work is done. From this code I can get my pivot element, and what do I have to do after is that I'll just write the code for the binary search. Let's just write it in vector element int s, int e, int key element, the key element which we have to find, do int start to s and is equal to e minus 1. While s is less than equal to e. That's just a simple binary search code. There's nothing as special. It's just we have not declared it from 0 and minus 1 because we don't know on which line we have to apply the binary search. It could be this line, it could be this line, so that will be declared in the search function. Let's just fastly write down the code. after the loop I'll just return -1. So here comes our main work. I'll just get my int x is equal to pivot element bracket, I'll just say array, and n size I'll just send, and I've got my x element, the position of my pivot element. What I'll just say, if the k, like k is our key element that we have to find out in this question, k is greater than equal to array of x, that means it's the position of pivot element. So I'll just get my pivot element, and k is less than equal to array of n minus 1. What does that mean? It means that my element is present in this line, because this is my pivot element and this is my n minus 1 element. So that means my kth element is present on this line. I'll search on this, so I'll just apply the binary search. Let's say return binary bracket array comma the position, that's x, oblique n comma the element that we have to I have to find, that's k. Alright, and else part says return binary, but from the beginning array comma 0 comma x minus 1. Obviously, if if the kth element is present on this line, then the pivot element is x, this, and its position is x. So I'll search in this line, so x minus 1, this will be my x minus 1 position, x minus 1 comma k, the element which I have to find, and return its index. Let's just run this code, hopefully it works. Don't know why it's taking it so long. We have done some mistake. Oh, there's a mistake. think I've made a mistake.